to Delightful and Delicious. My name is Stephanie and I am so glad that you are here. Today I'm going to be making a classic dish that has been around for decades, originated in France. It is chicken with 40 cloves of garlic. Now I know you have questions, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. But before we do, please make sure that if you are not already subscribed, that you hit that subscribe button and notification bell right down below. And now let's go ahead and get into it. All right guys, so when you make chicken with 40 cloves of garlic, you actually need 40 cloves of garlic. And it's so funny, every time I make this dish for a group of people, I always get two questions. One, can I have some more please? And two, do you really need 40 cloves? Yes, this recipe has been around way before I was even thought of being born, so I don't rock the boat. I just make it the way it's supposed to be made. So 40 cloves of garlic is going to equal about 3 to 4 actual heads of garlic. That'll give you about 40 cloves. I went ahead and peeled mine last night, put them in a container and popped them in the refrigerator. You can also get already peeled garlic in the grocery store in your produce section, and it's fine if you want to use those. But here are mine. We're gonna put those aside and we are gonna go ahead and get started on the chicken. Here I have 8 bone-in chicken thighs that I have already thoroughly washed and pat dry with a paper towel. I'm just gonna sprinkle some salt and pepper on these. Make sure that you do both sides because nobody likes chicken that's only seasoned on one side. All right, and I have some olive oil and a little bit of butter heating up in my cast iron skillet. We're gonna go ahead, get these in the pan, brown them on both sides, about 2 to 3 minutes per side. You're gonna do skin side first, and let's go ahead and pop these in the pan. You wanna put your chicken in the pan, skin side down first, and you may have to do this in batches. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. After 2 to 3 minutes, go ahead and turn your chicken over and brown the other side. Now after you're done browning your chicken, set that aside, turn your heat down low on your pan, and then we're just going to add in our garlic. We're gonna let that cook for about 1 minute. Do not burn your garlic. Now after you've let your garlic cook for a minute, turn the heat off and add your chicken back to the pan. Now you just want to sprinkle in some fresh rosemary and thyme. We're going to cover this and put this in a preheated 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. Now after our chicken has been in the oven for 20 minutes, we are going to take it out of the oven and we are just going to get some of that juice that it's made and put it all over our chicken. Now once you've basted your chicken, you're gonna put your lid back on and pop this back into the oven for 30 minutes. All right, you guys, our chicken is out of the oven and look at how fabulous this is. Now what you want to do is go ahead and take your chicken pieces and put them into a separate dish. And cover that lightly with some foil to make sure it stays warm. Now you just want to mash a couple or more of your garlic. We're going to turn our heat on low and we're going to add in our white wine. We're gonna let this cook down for a minute or two because we wanna cook off the alcohol. Make sure that you scrape up any of those yummy brown bits that are on the bottom of the pan. That just adds to the flavor. Once your wine has been cooking for 2 to 3 minutes, go ahead and add in your chicken stock. And we want to reduce this, so let it cook for about 5 minutes. All right, so now you just want to take a piece of that delicious chicken and some of that sauce. Make sure you get a few cloves of garlic on there. And I like to serve mine with some nice toasted bread or baguettes because you want to be able to dip that bread in that sauce. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a little taste of this. I've been waiting for this. Get some of that garlic. Oh my gosh. Y'all, if you don't make this tonight or this week, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is the business. Now, I always like to take a little bit of bread, get some of that sauce. Fantastic. Now, if you're thinking this is going to have an overwhelming flavor of garlic, it's absolutely not. When the garlic roasts in the oven for that long, it develops a really nice, sweet, subtle flavor. It's absolutely delicious. Now, as always, the ingredients will be listed down below. You can find the directions on our website at delightfulanddelicious.com. I'll leave a link to that down below as well. I hope you guys try this. Please, please do. This is so, so good, and it's super easy to do. And remember, the next time that you are in the kitchen, you're keeping it delightful and delicious. See you next time, guys. Bye.